From the grocery checkout line to the gas pump and now the church pew, Americans are closely watching what they spend, and it's putting some churches in a bind.
Churches are, in some instances, are struggling, right? That they're not keeping up with inflation. Donations are down. Some instances, attendance is down.
Robert Blair with Ministry Brands works specifically on helping churches grow donations. The group's latest study shows 2023 giving failed to keep up with inflation, with 55% of churches seeing a decrease in giving. This hit smaller churches the hardest, with only 36% reporting an increase. On top of that, cash and check donations dropped for a third of all churches surveyed or in the study. But there are some things churches can do. Blair says it starts with church leaders communicating well.
One of the most important things is the conversation that the pastor or the leaders of the church have with the congregation. Talking about giving, why it's important, and candidly, what's it for? What's the money going to?
He says being transparent with congregants about where their money is going can lead them to give greater amounts and more often. Another plus can come from offering a variety of ways to give, like going digital.
I have a 21-year-old son. He's never going to write a check, ever, right? My mom only writes checks. So as leaders in the church and as leaders of trying to grow healthy churches, we need to be able to accommodate all congregants.
I can tell you that digital giving has been a catalyst to our ability to increase our giving across the board.
We're reading from the New American Standard Bible today.
Pastor Solomon Adair leads Inspired to Live Church in Arlington, Texas.
Giving for us throughout these COVID years and these inflation years has actually gone up for us. We've grown, but that's due to our heavy evangelism focus. We're always inviting somebody to church, sharing the gospel. It's a part of the culture.
That plays into their goal of asking more people to help do a lot by everybody doing a little. The church is now in the process of buying and renovating its own building.
We see him as a leader in the way he works with his congregation and talking about donations and talking about digital.
Blair points to Pastor Adair's approach as a model to follow. Communicate well, offer many ways to give, and be bold.
The Bible says we have not because we ask not. And one way to ask is to make it easier for the ask.
Jenna Browder, CBN News.